I told you a million times, I want a medical professional. I want a doctor. I want to talk about my dad, but nobody's listening. My husband is like, I don't know what is happening right now. Here come the cops. I mean, he proceeds to grab my husband's arm, right? So automatically when someone grabs you, especially in this situation, and my husband is like, dude, don't touch me. Like, what are you doing? Why are we even doing all this, right? I already gave you professional courtesy. Like, what is happening here, right? This is what happens next.
Don't do that. It's not necessary. Don't do that, please. Don't.
Please. Back up. Get out of the way.
Please stop.
You're gonna no.
Shit.
Telling you.
So in this moment, the officers pulled their weapon, and I'm standing next to my husband. I immediately jump in front of him. They got their weapons drawn for no good reason. They just didn't like the fact that my husband had on his security gear, right? Grabbed my husband for no reason, just grabbing his arm, right? So I jump in front of him. My 70-year-old mother, or my dad's, or my husband's 70-year-old mother jumps in front of me. So me and my 70-year-old mother-in-law are in between Tori and those officers. Had I not been there, right? Had mom not been there, they would have shot him on the hospital floor right outside of where dad's bed was. Our father could see everything from his bed that was happening, from the security guard fiasco, now the cops. Even when the nurse got mad and huffy and puffy and she went out of the room and got this security guard, my dad was there to see that too. All this because we continuously asked for a medical professional. We want to see a doctor. We want to know what's going on with our dad. Nobody was listening, right? The security guard wasn't listening. The initial nurse wasn't listening. And now the cops are not listening. Let's continue.
Let's go. Get out of the way.
Please stop. It's not necessary. It's not necessary. What are you guys doing?
Sorry. Let me listen to your father. Listen to your father. I will put it on the floor, okay?
Why are you doing this?
Now you hear my husband crying. He's upset because he doesn't understand why they're doing this. That's the part that when I was standing there in front of him and they had their guns drawn and he began to cry, like, why are you doing this? I don't deserve this. I haven't done anything. And he's right. He hadn't done anything to warrant having guns pointed at him, at his wife, and at his 70-year-old mother, trying to protect him from being shot. How did we get to level 100? You heard all the audio. My husband was never loud. He was never disorderly. He was never disrespectful. He just asked for a medical professional a million times, asked for a doctor a million times, right? Could not get what he wanted, right?
What are you doing, guys? You don't have to do this for what we do.
They don't.
Come here. Because of what she did, I didn't do anything.
It's okay. I know.
I was standing there with him and I saw how distraught he was. I saw how he was hurt too. Like, I don't understand why y'all are doing this to me. I didn't do anything to deserve this. I don't understand what's happening. Why are you guys doing this to me? He was so distraught, right? And we were very clear in the beginning, right? Our father's in the ICU. We drove all these hours to be here. We're tired and concerned for our dad. We have a lot going on. There's a lot of stress. This is our family situation, right? So that's why my husband is breaking down and he's crying, right? Not only because he wants to just come and advocate for his father, but he's not a criminal. What is going on here? Let's continue.
She didn't do anything, and you guys are doing the fucking shit.
I know.
I did not do anything to deserve this.
Sorry, you got to fight. They're gonna kill you.
You hear his mom, the 70-year-old mom in the background. She's scared. She's thinking they're gonna kill her son, right? Same thing. I'm thinking they're gonna shoot him. Are you serious? Advocating while black. Advocating while black. All because we wanted to see a doctor. We wanted a medical professional. How many times did you hear us ask for that during this audio? We asked for it over and over and over and over again and was told basically, we don't care what you want. That's basically what we was told, right? Had I not been there, right? Mom not been there, right? My husband would be laying out on the floor right in front of his father's room. His father could see everything that was happening. And when I think about that, it upsets me. I don't have the words to describe how upset it makes me that my husband could have been dead because he was advocating for his father in the hospital. He did not threaten anyone. He didn't get up in that nurse's face. It was a lie. Let's continue.
You can't help me.
I talked to you, man.
You can't help me if you
Just put your hands on your head.
You.
Step up. Put your hands on your head. Come up this way.
That's the part that starts to make me emotional because he finally sees the officer that he saw in the police station and he says, I talked to you, man. He says it like, wow, what is all this? And he starts, you can hear the emotion in my husband's voice. And he's like, I talked to you, man. Like, why are y'all doing this to me? Right? Let's continue.
Hands on your head. You're fine.
Just come on.
I didn't do anything. All I
Put your
said.
hands on your head. Put your hands on your head.
Come on. Just come over here.
He just lost his son.
Okay. We'll talk about it. Come here.
Come on, come
No,
on.
they don't care.
Yes,
You
they
care.
do.
We have to talk to you.
Yes, they do. Come on.
They send us
They
on
do.
That's it.
I care. I'm your mother. I'm your mother.
You heard my husband say, after I tell him, look, he just lost his son. And my husband say, they don't care. They don't care. That like broke me on the inside, right? And just hearing it all over again just makes me cry because for them to take him, not only him, but they took the family through all of this additional emotion as if we don't have enough emotion already going through what we're going through with dad, right? Dealing with the recent loss of our son, right? So now you're here and you're adding more trauma to the situation. And there was no reason that it had to go to this level. There's nothing that we did here that warranted this. And my husband is so upset, as you can hear in this audio.
You guys holster too.
That's fine.
Holster too.
Here, we'll holster. Just put your hand on your
Please.
head.
Hold.
And you see at this point, they still have their weapons drawn, right? So we're still in front of them. They still have their weapons drawn. My husband had to ask them to please holster your weapon. Please holster your weapons, right?
Put your hand on your head.
There you go.
Holster too, please. Holster, please.
Come here.
You know I'm not.
So they handcuffed my husband, stood him up against the wall. Okay, now we're all safe. We can talk right now, right? After you guys were the ones that pointed guns at us, right? Wasn't the other way around. My husband wasn't disorderly, but he was very confused as to why y'all took it to level 100 when all he was asking for was a medical professional, a doctor, someone to help him understand what was going on with his dad. This was wrong. They took my husband to jail because he was advocating for his father. This was wrong. They frisked me and searched my bag because we came to advocate for our dad. This is wrong. They searched my car. That was wrong. I can't think about anything else until I have my husband right here next to me. I need him to walk through the doors safe and sound. Anything you can do to help, I appreciate it. Every single penny is going to go towards bringing my husband home, paying attorney fees, whatever we got to do. There's no reason this should have happened to him. And I do not want this to happen to anybody else.